Good evening, baseball fans and Yankee Nation. This is Ken, and you're here with the Ugly Truth. We'll be doing the play-by-play for this evening's Yankees versus the White Sox matchup, the first of a four-game series. And we are going to start off with today's lineup for today's games. For our New York Yankees, hitting in the leadoff slate is going to be Trent Grisham playing center field, hitting .248 on the season, followed by Ben Rice behind the dish, hitting .246. Aaron Judge will be DHing, hitting out of the 3-hole, hitting .323 on the season. Cody Bellinger will be cleaning up in left field, hitting .279. Giancarlo Stanton will be in right field, hitting in the 5-hole, hitting .313. And Jazz Chisholm will be hitting in the 6-hole, playing second base, hitting .239 on the season. At first base, hitting out of the 7-hole will be Paul Goldschmidt, hitting .284. Ryan McMahon at third base will be in the 8-hole, hitting .216 on the season. And bringing up the rear is going to be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe, hitting .204. Pitching matchups are going to be Will Warren on the bump for the Yankees and Davis Martin on the bump for the Sox. If you look at Davis Martin's numbers and stats, he is 5-9 on the season with a 3.93 ERA. Is been in the league for a few years. He has a 6-pitch repertoire. He throws a 4-seam fastball about 32% of the time, coming in about 94 miles an hour roughly. He has a cutter that he throws at 88 miles an hour, about 25%, and then a changeup that he throws at 90 miles an hour, about 24%. He's got 3 mix-in pitches that he throws 10% or less, so they're pretty much for show. That's a sinker, a slider, and a curveball. Opponents are hitting roughly about .289 against him. He tends to be a high ground ball pitcher and has some really good run on his off-speed pitch. So he's a profile type pitcher that the Yankees could possibly get to. Martin is averaging about 5 innings a start. He's given up ballpark about 5.5 hits per game, given up about 3 to 4 runs a game. He is a low volume strikeout guy. He's only averaging about 4 strikeouts a game. So these are all things that bode well for the Yankees. I want to give a shout out to some of the folks that are answering in the chat. Natalie, Jonathan, John Browning, Nancy, and Joe from the NY Yankee Mania, and John Mazzola. Appreciate y'all taking time for being here in the stream and taking a little bit of your Thursday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball. If you have not, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. My anticipations for this series versus the White Sox is going to be a series sweep. I think that we're going to end up taking all 4 from them. Some of the heavy hitters for the White Sox to keep an eye on are former Yankee farmhand Mike Tauchman and Andrew Benintendi. One of the bigger pain in the butts for the Yankees has been Luis Robert, but I believe he is on the IL now, and I believe Benintendi just came off the IL. So with that being said, they're a light hitting lineup, and Will Warren tends to do well against mid-range lineups. Like I said, I think good things are going to happen for our boys in this series, and I look forward to the contest beginning. It looks like Martin is on the bump, taking the last of his warm up pitches. And before the game starts, we're going to do a little bit of scoreboard talk. Completed competitions already. Red Sox beat the Orioles 3-2, which doesn't help the Yankees out any. The Diamondbacks took out the Brewers 6-4. Astros beat the Rockies 4-3, and the Cardinals beat the Pirates 4-1. Giants beat the Cubs 4-3. In the bottom of the third, the Phillies lead the Braves 5-3. In the bottom of two, the Mets lead the Marlins 2-1. And those are your active and completed competitions for the day. And the first pitch from Martin is up and away for ball one. Grisham is hitting .248 on the season, 26 home runs. ASJ. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Martin sets and he fires, and the pitch is a changeup down low. Count is 2-1. Patient at bats for the boys could lead to good things for us tonight. Martin sets and fires, and this one is fouled off. Count is evened at 2-2. On deck is Ben Rice, taking some practice shots. And Grisham takes a timeout. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a nice little slider for strike three. Grisham swings, and that is the first out of the game, and we are definitely underway. And the first pitch is on the way to Rice, and it is called strike one. 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Rice is hitting .246 on the season, 22 home runs, 49 RBIs, and an .839 OPS. Martin sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. So Martin is working quick tonight. Martin sets and fires, and Rice fouls the changeup off. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls that one off. Count is going to remain 0-2. Todd Tishner is the home plate umpire. He is 19 seasons in the league, and he is a hitter-friendly umpire. And the pitch is foul tipped into the catcher's glove, and that is back-to-back strikeouts for the Yankees to begin this game. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. Judge is hitting .323 on the season, 41 home runs, 95 RBIs, and an 1107 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a sinker down and away for ball one. The captain had a couple of hits yesterday afternoon, including a home run. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is even at 1-1. Yeah, I saw that, SJ. Good job on your Giants. and Martin sets. And the pitch is a cutter that is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. All right, Captain. Time to put a little charge in a ball. Martin sets and fires, and the pitch is a changeup down low. Wow, that is called a strike. That is definitely not in the strike zone, but it is called strike 2 on Judge, and the count is evened at deuce. And the captain takes a timeout, and in his customary fashion, takes a clump of dirt and throws the rock to the side. Martin sets and fires, and the pitch is high and inside. Count is now full, 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a changeup off the plate for ball 4. So Judge is going to be the first runner of the day for the Yankees. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. Bellinger's hitting .279 on the season, 25 home runs, 79 RBIs, and an .832 OPS. Martin sets and fires, and he catches the outside corner with a changeup. Call, strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Belly. For those of you just hopping into the stream, there are 2 outs with a runner at first. And Cody Bellinger up to bat. Count is 0-1, and Martin sets and fires, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 0-2. Looks like the weather in Chicago is about 69 degrees. Winds are going out to right field, 14 miles per hour. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger slaps this one. And this one is going, and gone. Belly starts the game off with a 2-run home run, and the Yankees hop out to a 2-0 lead. And Big G is stepping up to the plate. And the first pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 1. And Martin sets, and he fires, and the pitch is a cutter off the plate. Count is even at 1-1. I say the same thing. Pay the man, D-Train. And the pitch is a changeup. And the count is 2-1. Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton hammers this to the shortstop, who flips it to first base for the 3rd out. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before the Yankees jump out to a 2-0 lead on a 2-run homer by Cody Bellinger. Coming up for the White Sox in the bottom of the first is going to be former Yankee Mike Tauchman, Miguel Vargas, and Teal. So how we feeling about the game so far? You know, Joe, honestly, he has a very good swing in Yankee Stadium. He loves being a Yankee. He is contributing in all aspects of the game. In my personal opinion, Bellinger had the play that has turned our season around. You probably don't remember it, but it was the last game in the Mets series at Citi Field when Belly made a shoestring catch and then fired to first base to double up Francisco Lindor. Probably one of the best defensive plays I've ever seen. Hey, Dev, welcome to the stream. Welcome, Jake. If y'all haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. In my opinion, as I always say, Will Warren's night is going to be directly related to how he does in the first inning. If he can get through the first couple of innings unscathed, he's going to have a good night. Ed Ward has finished at the last of his warm-up pitches. And he sets and fires, and the first pitch is a four-seamer that paints the outside for call. Strike one. Let's go Yankees. And Warren sets, and the pitch is just down low. Count is evened at 1-1. And Warren sets, and he fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is even, or at 2-1. Tauchman is hitting .278 on the season, 8 home runs, 34 RBIs, and a .792 OPS. Pitch is on the way, and this one is grounded to McMahon, who fires across the diamond. Goldie comes off the bag and makes the tag as Tauchman is coming down the line. And that is the first out of the inning. Hey, Jacob, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. Am I an NFL fan? Why, yes, I am. Matter of fact, I am one of the unpopular Kansas City Chief fans. And the first pitch to Vargas is a four-seamer down low for ball one. Vargas is hitting .233 on the season, 13 home runs, 48 RBIs, and a .711 OPS. And Warren fires another sinker. This one catches the outside corner and is called strike one. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt flips it to Ward for the second out. That is 2 ground outs. Yeah, that's funny. Kyle Teal is coming up to bat. He's hitting .295 on the season, 4 home runs, 22 RBIs. I think that the Packers did a very good job of acquiring Parsons. And the first pitch is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-0. I think the toxic environment in Dallas is what promulgated the trade. Hey, Lenny, welcome to the stream. But he's a top caliber defender, and I think he's going to do nothing but improve the Pack's defense. I think they're going to be a tough team this season anyhow. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that one is fouled off. Count is even at 2-2. And Warren sets, and the pitch is down low. Curveball is in the dirt. Count is now 3-2. Come on, Will. Do not screw around and walk this guy. Go at him. And Teal takes time out. Warren sets. And the pitch is hammered to right field. It's going to be a one hopper to Giancarlo Stanton in right field. And he fires it in. So that is a 2-out single for Teal and their first hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Luis Sosa, or Leon Sosa. He's hitting 270 on the season, 17 homers, 60 RBIs, and a 735 OPS. Warren sets and he paints the top of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Warren sets. And the pitch paints the outside quarter. Jesus, the umpire did not call that a strike, but that was definitely in the strike zone. Count is now 1-1. And Warren sets. And the pitch is on the way. And this one is a light fly ball, and it is going to bounce into right field. Teal is going to advance to third. So that is back-to-back 2-out singles. Hey, real Bill. And the White Sox have runners at first and third with 2 outs. That was a good pitch by Warren. Sosa fought it off. It was actually inside. And coming up to bat is the left fielder, former Yankee farmhand, and Andrew Benintendi. Warren sets and he fires, and the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Nice 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Benintendi is hitting 235, 15 home runs, 48 RBIs, and a 707 OPS. And Warren sets, and the sinker is just a little bit low. Count is evened out 1-1. All right, Will. And the pitch is swung on and hit to left field. Bellinger is looking at it. He camps under it, and he makes the play for the third out. All right, Jake, we will see if your prediction is correct. My prediction for the game was Yankees take it 7-2. We shall see. And for those of you that have jumped in the stream, we're in the top of the second, or heading to the top of the second. Yankees lead the Sox 2-0. Coming up to bat is going to be Jazz Chisholm, Paul Goldschmidt, and Ryan McMahon. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Your support is most appreciated. Let's see. Real Bill reports Jerry Jones has stage 4 cancer. He is being treated for it now. All righty. That's something I did not know. So, Jake, in your prediction, you had 4 earned runs for Ward. Did you have the Yankees winning? And Martin sets. And the pitch to Jazz is a four-seamer off the plate. Count is 1-0. Jazz is hitting 239 on the season, 25 home runs, 64 RBIs, and an 823 OPS. Martin sets and fires, and this one is hammered foul. Count is 1-1. Ed Martin sets and fires, and the changeup is in the dirt. Count is now 2-1. Jazz takes timeout. He's walking around the hitting zone. Now he heads back in, doing his digging the hole at the back of the blocks. And Martin sets, pitches on the way, and Jazz hits this one foul. Count is evened at deuce. Doesn't look like Jazz is swinging at 70%. It looks like Jazz is trying to put one out of the park. And Martin sets, pitches on the way, and Jazz chops this one foul. Count is going to remain deuce. Deuce, where's the goose? And Martin sets, pitches on the way, and Jazz hits this one to right field. And this one is going, and gone. That is Jazz's 26th home run of the season. And the Yankee lead is now 3-0. That left his bat at 105.7 miles per hour and traveled 382 feet. Martin sets and he fires, and the first pitch is a curveball into Goldie for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is a four-seamer swung on and missed by Goldie. Count is 0-2. Goldie is hitting 284 on the season, 10 home runs, 42 RBIs, and a 766 OPS. And the pitch is up and in. Count is 1-2. John, you predicted 13 runs. All right. And Martin sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is evened at deuce. Deuce, where is your goose? Martin sets, and he fires, and the pitch is grounded to the shortstop and flipped to Vargas for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, and the first pitch is a changeup off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a curveball in there for call, strike one, paints the outside corner. Count is 1-1. And Martin sets, and he fires, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And the pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside part of the plate. Count is evened at deuce deuce. McMahon is hitting 216 on the season, 18 home runs, 46 RBIs, and a 704 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and McMahon swings on it and misses for strikeout. Coming up to bat is the 9-hole hitter, Anthony Volpe. Volpe's hitting 204 on the season, 18 home runs, 65 RBIs, and a 662 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and Volpe shows bunting. This one is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Martin sets, and the pitch is on the way. And it is, wow, looked like it was in the top of the strike zone, but it is called ball one. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Volpe swings on it and misses. Count is now 1-2. And Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is grounded through. And the second baseman does not handle the ball properly, and Volpe is going to beat it out. Is Volpe going to actually get credited with an hit, or is that going to be the first error of the night? And the scorekeeper rules that as an E4. Trent Grisham is coming up to bat. Martin sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Martin sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is even at ones. Grisham is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout in his first at bat. Martin sets, and he fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is now 2-1. Martin is 46 pitches deep into this game. He has 3 strikeouts and 3 earned runs in 1 2/3. Martin sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is now evened at deuce deuce. And Grisham steps back in the box. Martin makes a pickoff attempt at first. Volpe is back in safely. And the pitch is on the way, and Volpe is taken off running, and he is going to steal second base. The changeup was inside, so the count is now 3-2, and the Yankees have a runner in scoring position. And Martin sets and fires, and the pitch is chopped foul. Count is going to remain 3-2. Martin is about to throw his 50th pitch of the game. And the pitch is on the way, and it is inside for ball 4. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And Ben Rice is coming up to bat. Rice is 0 for 1 on the day, and he was victimized as a strikeout victim in his first plate appearance in the first inning. And it looks like the pitching coach is heading to the mound to settle their guy down. And the key to the success in this series is going to be getting their starting pitchers out as quickly as possible because their bullpen is extremely weak. And I think the merry-go-round will go as soon as we get to them. And Rice is in the box. Martin sets, checks on the runner at second, and the pitch is on the way. And looked like that painted the bottom of the strike zone, but it's called ball 1. Count is 1-0. Well, it's interesting to see this guy is a bad umpire for both sides. Lord knows what we're going to have. And the pitch is on the way. The changeup is inside. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 2-1. Real Bill Ken, Jerry Jones was treated with the PD-1 injections. Same injections I'm on getting now. We both are tumor-free. Jones got his treatment a little over 10 years ago. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled straight back. Count is now even at deuce. My doctor said that I am tumor-free now. Congratulations, Bill. That's great news. And Martin sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is hammered foul. Count is going to remain deuce. And Martin sets, checks on the runners, and the pitch is on the way. And Rice hammers this one into right center field, and that is going to be fielded cleanly. Grisham is going to shoot to third, and Volpe is going to score. So the Yankees now have a 4-0 lead. And now the captain is coming up to bat with 2 on, 2 out. Judge is in the chambers. All rise. And the first pitch is in there for call, strike 1. Judge is 0 for 0 on the night. He walked in his first at bat and scored a run. Martin sets and fires, and the pitch is a cutter down low. Count is 1-1. Martin is at 58 pitches, and he sets and fires, and the pitch is a four-seamer in there for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2. And Martin sets, and the pitch is, oh my God, They called him out on strikes. They said that he swung. I'm not thinking that he swung at that one. So, as that ends the top of the second, it is not before the Yankees tag 2 more runs to take a 4-0 lead. Yankees leave runners at first and third. As we head to the bottom of the second, coming up to bat is going to be Cuero, Meade, and Baldwin. Bill, you know what? I couldn't agree with you more. For those of you that are hopping in the stream, if you could, hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I want to thank everybody for taking and Jake says, this guy already has 4 strikeouts through 2 innings. Okay. Inferring what, Jake? He's also given up 4 runs in 2 strikeout counts, too. So, and Cuellar steps up to the bat. And Warren sets and fires in the first pitch, paints the top of the strike zone. Call, strike 1. Cuellar is hitting .286 on the season, 4 home runs, 35 RBIs, and a .734 OPS. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is high and away. Count is 1-1. He is a mid-range pitcher, Jake. Not great, not bad. And Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is a 4-seamer, just low. Count is 2-1. And Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is now 3-1. All right, well, pitch to these guys. And Warren sets, and the pitch is grounded straight up the middle. Volpe misplays it, and that is going to be an E6. Volpe lost his footing and fell over. He did outfield it cleanly to begin with. So Volpe let the ball play him. And the pitch is on the way, and it is outside for ball 1. And Warren sets. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Yeah, Bill agreed 100%. He sat back and let the ball play him. Meade is hitting .240 on the season, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs, and a .643 OPS. And Warren sets and he fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is now 3-0. And Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch paints the inside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 3-1. Hey, D Rod, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. And Warren sets, and the pitch is on the way, and this one is hit to center field. And Grisham is charging, and he makes the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Baldwin. He's hitting 239 or 6 on the season, 9 home runs, 28 RBIs, and a 678 OPS. And it looks like Warren is requesting a new ball. He doesn't like what he's got. And Warren sets and fires, and the first pitch is up and away. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Come on, guy. You cannot pitch from behind any major league hitters. Does not look like Ward has a feel for his off speed pitches. And Warren sets, and he fires, and the fastball is up and away. And the count is once again 3-0 on a batter. And Warren sets, and he fires. Wow. That pitch was definitely off the plate, but he gets the call. Strike one. Count is 3-1. And Warren sets, and the pitch is off the plate for ball 4. So there are 2 on with 1 out, and Medroth is coming up to bat. Rice is up on the bump with Goldie having a mini meeting. It looks like Matt Blake is coming out to the bump. Medroth is hitting 252 with 3 home runs, 17 RBIs, and a 647 OPS. And Warren sets. And the pitch is going to paint the outside corner for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Warren sets and fires, and the fastball is just up and away. Count is evened out 1-1. Warren sets, checks on the runner at second, and the sinker is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2 on Medroth. Warren sets, and he fires, and he hits Medroth. So that is going to load the bases up. And Bill, that is the issue that you run into with young pitchers. Young pitchers are afraid to bring the ball in. And Talkman is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1 on the night. And the first pitch is a sweeper that catches the outside corner for call, strike one. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-1. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled back. Count is 1-2. Warren sets, fires, and the pitch is in the dirt. Great block by Ben Rice. Count is now 2-2. And the pitch is in there, and that is call, strike three. The Talkman is caught looking. That is Warren's first strikeout of the night. And the Sox have the bases juiced now with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Miguel Vargas. Vargas is 0 for 1 on the night. And the first pitch is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets. And he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Don, with regard to what? Rice or Wells? And Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is hammered, and this is going to be gone. That is a grand slam off of Vargas, and the Yankees have given back all 4 runs, and the score is tied 4 up in the bottom of the second. And the game is evened up at 4s. Warren sets. And he fires, and the pitch is a towering fly ball. It is in shallow right, and Stanton is tracking it, and he makes the play for the 3rd out. Not before the White Sox tie it up at 4 apiece on a Miguel Vargas grand slam. So it looks like we have a ball game here. And for those of you that are hopping in the stream, if you could hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And let's go check the scoreboard around the league. And let's see. In the Braves Phillies game, they're in the top of the sixth, and the Phillies have taken a 15-3 lead over the Braves. In the top of the fifth, the Marlins have taken a 4-2 lead over the Mets. And as you know, heading to the top of three, we are locked up at four piece here in Chicago. And the first pitch from Martin to Belly is up for ball one. Count is 1-0. Martin sets and he fires in the pitch. Wow. Paints the inside corner, but it is called ball one. Ball two should be a strike. The count is now 2-0. Martin sets and he fires, and the cutter is down low and inside. Count is now 3-0 on Belly. And the next pitch is off the plate for ball four. And that is going to be a four-pitch walk for Bellinger. Coming up to bat is going to be Giancarlo Stanton. Big G is 0 for 1 on the night with a ground out in the first. And Martin sets. And he fires, and the changeup paints the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is a four-seamer up and in. Count is even at 1-1. And Martin sets and he fires, and the pitch is way up high. Count is now 2-1 on Big G. And there's a pickoff attempt on Bellinger. He's back in standing up. And it looks like the White Sox bullpen is up and throwing. Martin sets, and the pitch is looped to the second baseman, and that is going to be a double play. Bellinger was dealing, so that is now 2 outs. Bellinger definitely had that bag stolen. Martin sets and fires, and the first pitch paints the inside corner to Jazz for call. Strike one. Martin sets and fires, and the changeup is down low and away. Count is 1-1. And Martin sets and he fires, and Jazz hits a towering fly ball to right or left field. Benintendi is tracking it, and he is going to make the play on the warning track for the third out of the inning. So as we head to the bottom of the third, the game is tied 4-4. Coming up to bat is going to be Sosa, Benintendi, and Cuero. Yeah, that's a cool stat, Dennis. But if you ever seen Maddox pitch in real life, he was just a wizard. The guy could hit any point in the strike zone he wanted at will. And when pitchers would give him, or the umpires would give him a little bit extra on the outside, he was there all day long. Funny though, if you look at the analytical approach that we scout players now, I doubt that Maddox would have even gotten a look. Agreed, Bill. Like I said, today's analytics wouldn't have him even considered, I don't believe. And Warren sets, and the pitch is, wow, a sweeper that is swung on and missed. That damn thing was in the dirt. Count is 0-1. And Warren sets, and he fires, and the sweep over is off the plate. Count is evened out 1-1. Sosa singled in his first at bat in the first inning. And Warren sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Warren sets and fires, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz flips it over to Goldie for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Andrew Benintendi. He is 0 for 1 on the night with a flyout. And the pitch is on the way, and Benintendi hits a single into left center field. Grisham fills it and shoots it into second base. And the pitch is on the way, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 to Cuero. He is 0 for 1 on the day, and he reached on an error in the second inning and scored a run. Warren sets and fires, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Warren sets, and the pitch is down in the dirt. Count is now 2-1. You are absolutely right. Volpe's error contributed to the issues, but pitch is on the way, and this one is hit to center field. Grisham is tracking it. It's going to make the play on the warning track, and that is going to be the second out of the game or the inning. So Volpe had an error that attributed for one of the 4 runs it scored. Warren walked a batter, he hit another batter, and then gave up a freaking grand slam. Volpe didn't have anything to do with any of those. Meade is up to bat. And Warren sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Yep, Lou, there are no earned runs because there was 2 outs. And the pitch is a former seamer called strike two. Count is 0-2. And Warren sets and he pitches, and the sweeper is just off the plate. Count is 1-2. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is now even at deuce. And this is the shit that keeps going on. Warren is trying to nibble. He is not going after these hitters. And frankly, the Sox don't look like they swing at pitches off the plate. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is hammered to right field. Giancarlo Stanton is backing it up, and he is waiting and makes the play for the third out of the inning. So as the third inning has ended, we are heading to the top of four. Goldschmidt, McMahon, and Volpe are coming up to bat. Yeah, Lou, I think we should win the game too. Well, Bill, if the ball's hit directly at you, it's hard to screw it up. Lenny, if you could ask real Bill if you ever had to pitch through adversity when he was prepping to be a professional ball player, or myself as a collegiate ball player, you're going to find out that you just have to deal with the situation and not let it get into your head. And Warren is a young pitcher, and he is overthrowing the ball. He's not been very accurate whatsoever. Doesn't seem to have a good handle on any breaking pitch thus far. And White Sox are sitting dead red on fastballs. And Martin sets, and the first pitch is a changeup down low to Goldie. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Goldie is 0-1 on the day with a ground out in the second. And Martin sets and fires, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldie hits this one to deep right field. Tauchman is going to be waiting for it and makes the play for the first out. All right, I'll give you my quick assessment on Warren. Warren is actually not a bad pitcher. If we did not have the pitch as a curveball swung on and missed, did not have the 60% of our starting rotation on the shelf to begin the season, Warren wouldn't be in the major leagues. And the pitch is in there and fouled off. Count is 0-2. He has had to develop on the fly in the major league levels, and that is no easy task. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is now 1-2. You had a serious conversation about who, Bill, or with who? And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3 and the second out of the inning. If Volpe gets nod tendered, do you think a team would pick him up? I do. And the pitch is hammered down the third base line. So Volpe finally gets a hit. And he is going to be at second, standing up. So Volpe breaks his 1-for-38 hitless streak. And coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. Grisham is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a and it looks like Alexander is coming in to replace Martin.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
Well, and Lenny, that is a young pitcher's approach, the way they approach baseball today. Bill, God's honest truth, Littler has a lot of talent, but he is not ready. He has a fastball. He doesn't have control on any of his breaking pitches, and good teams don't chase. Thanks, Chef Nick. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. And for everyone hopping in the chat, if you could, please hit the like button and share the channel out. Alexander sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. And Alexander sets and fires the pitch inside to Grisham. Count is 1-1. And Grisham grounds the ball to second, and that is going to be it for the top of the fourth. Coming up in the bottom of the fourth is going to be Baldwin, Medroth, and Talkman. 8, 9, and 1. Bill, we were talking yesterday, and my starting three for a postseason event is going to be Freed, Rodon, and Talkman. Did Yarb's last rehab appearance, he threw 63 pitches, went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs, struck out 6. So I think they are stretching him out to come back to the rotation, actually. Celia, that was a different pitcher. It's not it wasn't the same one. Their starter got pulled. And Warren sets and fires, and the first pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Warren sets, and the pitch is hit to right field. Bellinger is tracking it and is going to make the play just short of the track for the first out of the game. So that is a 2-pitch count. Warren is at 63 pitches thus far. Coming up to bat is Medworth. He was a victim of a hit by pitch in his first at bat. And Warren sets and fires, and the ball is in there for call, strike 1. And the pitch is a sweeper that is just off the plate. Count is 1-1. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-1. And Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is evened at 2-2. And Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the second out of the inning. And Warren sets, and the first pitch to Talkman is in there for strike 1. Talkman is 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out and a strikeout. And Warren sets, and the pitch is chopped to Jazz. Jazz sets and fires to Goldie to record the third out of the inning. As we head to the top of the fifth, coming up to bat is Rice, Judge, and Bellinger. Well, hell, Celia, if you look at the White Sox entire bullpen, their ERA is damn near 5. So, Lenny, tell me this. Is there anything that Volpe could do to redeem himself in your eyes whatsoever? Alexander sets, and the pitch is hit into left field. And Rice is going to be on at first with a sharp single to Andrew Benintendi. And the captain is up, and he takes a sinker down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Judge is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk in the first and a BS called strike three. Alexander sets, and he fires, and the changeup is down low. Count is evened at 1-1. Okay, so Volpe could redeem himself in Lenny's eyes if he hits a 2-run home run and gives us the lead and wins the game. Okay. Alexander sets. Pitch is on the way, and Judge hammers this one foul. He goes down to a knee. And Alexander sets. Pitch is on the way, and Judge hammers this down the third base line. It is chopped fair, and the ball is thrown away. Rice is heading around the plate, and he is heading home for run, and he is going to score. Vargas is down injured. Judge rounds to second. And I think that Vargas collided with Judge as the throw was off. He is down on the ground holding his wrist. This could be a real injury. Yeah, he goes up the line and smacks right into Judge as Judge is flying down the line. And Vargas is coming out of the game. Yeah, his glove hit Judge's thigh as he was running to the base. You never want to see a player injured. I think I'm fearing that he might have broken his wrist. And that's the danger of a first baseman taking bad throws like that. Miracle that you don't see this more often. Rice did have a good heads up play as he kept on running. So there are no outs. Judge is at second, and Cody Bellinger is coming up to bat. I don't know who they've replaced the first baseman with yet. And the pitch is in there, and this one is hammered to right center field. And that is going to go off the wall and the glove. Tauchman had an outstanding play to keep the ball from going out of the park. The Judge is going to end up holding position and will end up at third. Tauchman definitely stole a home run from Belly. So the Yankees have runners at second and third. No out. Big G is up to bat. And the ball is grounded up the middle. Now this is a shit show play. Bellinger is advancing. Judge holds third. They run Bellinger down at third base. Judge should have taken off as soon as that ball was hit. So that's a mental lapse for the Yankees on base running. The Jazz Chisholm is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is a sweeper in their call, strike one on Jazz. Yankees have runners at first and third with one out. And the pitch is up and into Jazz. Count is even at 1-1. And the pitch is on the way to Jazz, and it is down low. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is hit to left center field. And the ball is caught by Tauchman. Judge tags and heads home to score the sixth run of the game for the Yankees. I don't remember that one, Lenny. Coming up to bat is Goldie. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a flyout. But I like seeing Goldie against a left-handed pitcher hitting over 400. And the first pitch from Alexander is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a sinker in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. Alexander sets and he fires, and Goldie fouls the pitch off. Count is 1-2. Alexander sets and he fires, and Goldie hits this one foul. He smoked it. Count is going to remain 1-2. Alexander sets and the pitch is down low. Count is now evened at 2-2. And Alexander sets, and the pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike three. And Goldschmidt goes down looking, and that does it for the Yankees, but not before the Yankees score 2 runs to take a 6-4 lead. Heading to the bottom of the fifth is going to be Taylor, Teal, and Sosa. Yeah, if Sean, if Vargas has a broken wrist, he is going to be out for the rest of the season. And Taylor is coming up to bat. And the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. And Warren sets and fires, and the second pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. Yeah, I remember Steve Balboni, Glenn. And Warren sets, and the sweeper catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike three. Warren's third strikeout of the night. Yes, Celia, the first base, Miguel Vargas was injured on a bad throw from the shortstop. Judge was coming down the line, and they had a collision, and Vargas may have a broken wrist. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch Definitely paints the outside corner, but it is called ball 2. Age isn't anything bad, Glenn. And the pitch is a sinker that is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. And the pitch is hit into right field past a Jazz Chisholm. Dan fields the ball and gets it in quickly. That is Teal's second hit of the night. So the White Sox have a runner at first with 1 out. And Len Sosa coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a single in the first. And Weaver sets Warren sets and he fires, and the sweeper is off the plate for ball 1. And Warren sets and he fires another damn sweeper off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Warren sets and he fires, and he gets a gift from the umpire. That is called strike 1. Count is 2-1. That was definitely off the plate. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is now evened at deuce. Stanton is error free, but you also haven't seen Stanton have to run after anything, Bill. It'd be like me and you chasing balls in the outfield. And the pitch, oh my God! It paints the top of the strike zone, but it is called a ball. The count is now full. This guy should have been rung up already. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up and in for ball 4. So this is another BS thank you umpire situation, because he should have been punched out twice. So it looks like Matt Blake is coming out. All right, Warren, it's time to put your big boy pants on and let's get it done. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is warming up in our bullpen. Andrew Benintendi is coming up to bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And the first pitch is going to paint the outside corner for call, strike 1. And Warren sets, and the pitch is popped up high, and Stanton is tracking it, and he damn near blew the catch. But that is the second out. Celia, I don't think you're going to lose it, because I don't think we're going to lose this team tonight. Cuellar is up to bat. He is 0 for 2 on the night with a reaching on an error, and Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is called strike one. Count is 0-1. Nice fastball that painted the outside corner. Warren sets and he fires, and the four-seamer is way out of the strike zone. Count is evened at 1-1. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-2. Big boy pants, Will. Don't nibble. Go after this guy. And Warren sets. And he fires, and the pitch is a curveball just down low. Count is now 1-2. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is slap foul down the third base line. Yeah, Chicago has probably some of the worst wind conditions known to mankind playing baseball. They were saying that the ball was blown out to right field about 16 miles an hour. And Warren sets and he fires, and the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is now full. Come on, Will. Warren is at 92 pitches, and this is definitely going to be his last inning. Warren is rubbing the ball up. Count is 3-2 on Caro. Warren sets and he fires, and the pitch is hit to left field. Belly is tracking it, and he is going to make the play short of the warning track for the final out. So Warren gets out of a jam. And that is going to do it for the White Sox. Coming up in the top of the sixth is going to be Ryan McMahon, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. Anthony Volpe, 1 for 2 with a double and a stolen base, run scored. And Grisham, 0 for 2 with a base on balls. Bill, there's no chance in hell we're going to get 7 out of Warren. It's a miracle we got 5 at this rate. And Alexander is there, and McMahon shows bunt, and he pops it straight to the catcher. So that is a 1-pitch, 1-out event. Willie. Warren is at 92 pitches, and I do not see him coming out to pitch in the 6th inning. They've got Fernando Cruz warming up in the pen. Volpe is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a double. And Alexander sets, and the sweeper catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 1. And Alexander sets and fires, and wow, that pitch is inside off the plate, but it is called strike 2. Count is 0-2. ABS can't get here soon enough for me. I'm tired of seeing this shit all the time. Alexander sets, and he fires, and the ball is hit through the right side, and Volpe is going to be on with his second hit of the game. And Grisham is up to bat. And the pitch is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0. Put Rosario in for who, Sean? And the pitch is chopped foul. It's an elevator shaft home run. And Baldwin is under it and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. That one just didn't have the distance. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. He is 2 for 3 on the day. And Alexander sets, makes a pickoff attempt at first, and Volpe is back in standing up. Not exactly sure why the hell he threw over there. And Alexander sets, pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Alexander sets. He's checking on Volpe. And the pitch is on the way, and he paints the outside corner with a sinker. Count is evened at 1-1. And the pitch is a sweeper that is off the plate. Count is 2-1. Yeah, Willie, the umpires this year have pissed me off beyond all belief. And the pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls it straight back. Count is evened at 2-2. I don't understand how you can be paid a pretty good living and just not do your job worth a damn and still get paid. Alexander sets, and the sweeper is inside. Count is now full. Alexander sets and fires, and that pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, Meade, Baldwin, and Medroth are coming up to bat. I mean, look, how long could Angel Hernandez actually keep a job as bad as he was? Laz Diaz is another one that is freaking horrible. There's another one that's sitting at the top of my list, too. I can't remember his name. All right, for those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Joe West, yeah, he's another one. I mean, the list is long and distinguished on crappy umpires out there. I mean, Willie, there is no short list of bad umpires out there. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is coming into the and the first pitch is grounded Volpe. Volpe sets and fires and throws to Goldie for the first out. That is a one pitch, one out. And Willie and Sean, who could forget about C.D. Buckner? And the pitch is a sinker in there for call, strike one. Hell yeah, the grand slam was on Volpe or on Warren. And the pitch is on the way, and it is pop foul. Count is 0-2. Cruiser is handling business so far. And Cruz sets and he fires in the curveball. Actually, that might have been a splitter. It is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And it looks like Gonzalez and Leisure are warming up in the bullpen for the White Sox. So there's definitely going to be a pitching change. And Cruz sets and he fired. Wow. And he throws this ball way up high. Count is 1-2. And Cruz sets, and the splitter is swung on and missed for a strikeout. Medroth is up to bat. There are two outs on the White Sox, and the first pitch is a four-seamer up high. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is a sinker in there for call. Strike one. Count is even at 1-1. Thank God I'm not playing a fantasy baseball team that has Schwarber in there tonight. And Cruz sets and he fires, and the splitter is up and in. Count is 2-1. Cruz sets and he fires, and the pitch is chopped to Volpe. Volpe fires across his body, and that is a good throw to Goldie for the third out of the inning. Coming up in the top of the seventh is going to be Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Giancarlo Stanton. Yeah, I called a play-by-play earlier this year with the Diamondbacks, and that was Eugenio Suarez's 4 home run night. Should have been 5, actually. And for those of you that are here, programming notes. Actually, it looks like Wilkman Gonzalez will be replacing Tyler Alexander. Immediately following this stream, if you could go to NY Yankee Mania with Joe, they'll be doing a post-game analysis of tonight's action. Tomorrow on that same channel, they will have a morning show of coffee, bagels, and donuts. Goes on at 8:30, and it's always a good morning show to listen in on. In the evening, I will be back here to call Game 2 of this series. And that's what we have for right now. If you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I did not have my open panel today because of appointments and issues, so I may try running one tomorrow. If you're subscribed, hit your notifications, and that'll let you know when I'm actually online. And Gonzalez fires the first pitch to Judge, and it is off the plate for ball 1. And Gonzalez sets, and this pitch is definitely in the strike zone, but it is called ball 2. Count is 2-0. And Gonzalez sets, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 2-1. And Gonzalez sets, and he fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is evened at 2-2. And Gonzalez sets, and he fires, and the pitch is up and in to Judge. 96 mile an hour fastball. Count is full, 3-2. And Gonzalez sets and pitches, and the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is going to remain 3-2. Vargas has been diagnosed with a left wrist contusion, so it is not a broken incident. However, they are going to continue analysis on him and imaging tomorrow. That's good news. And Gonzalez sets, and the pitch is a changeup off the plate for ball 4. That is Judge's second walk of the night. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. He is 2 for 2 on the night with a double and a home run. And the first pitch from Gonzalez is way inside for ball one. And Gonzalez sets and he fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner. Call strike one. Count is evened at 1-up. And Vargas sets and fires, and this one is hit down the left field line for foul. It's a long run, and that one is going to bounce into foul territory. Count is 1-2. Girardi's drunk in the frickin' booth. That's why he's making your last shot. And Gonzalez sets and he fires, and the pitch is just inside. Count is evened at 2-2. And Gonzalez sets. Kid works fast. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls it off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is a fly ball to left field. He just missed that one. And Talkman makes the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Big G. This is going to be power on power because this kid throws hard. Big G is 0 for 3 on the night. He is a ground out, line out into a double play. And the pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. An 84-mile-an-hour slider. Stanton has his warrior face on. Gonzalez sets and he fires, and the pitch is a 95-mile-an-hour fastball up and in. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton takes a huge swing and a miss. Count is 1-2. It was looking like he was trying to tag a couple more runs on the board for the Yankees. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton fouls this one straight back. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2 as we head to the sixth pitch of the at-bat. And the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-2. Deuce. And Gonzalez sets. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings over the slider for strike three. That is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. Jazz is 1 for 2 on the night with a solo home run, a sac fly, RBI. And the pitch is a towering pop-up. And the second baseman is tracking it. And he makes the play for the third out of the inning. So as we head to the bottom of the seventh, the score is 6-4 Yankees. Coming up to bat for the White Sox is Tauchman, Taylor, and Teal. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And let's go take a look at the scoreboard. And for today, the Red Sox beat the Orioles 3-2 to sweep the Orioles in that 4-game set. The Diamondbacks take out the Brewers 6-4 to go 2-2 with the Brewers. The Astros beat the Rockies 4-3. Cardinals beat the Pirates 4-1. Cubs lose to the Giants 4-3 and get swept in that 3-game series. The Phillies destroyed the Braves tonight 19-4. In the top of the eighth, the Marlins are beating the Mets 7-4. And in this game, we are heading to the bottom of 7, and we are leading the White Sox 6-4, and that is your scoreboard for tonight. Is anybody actually awake? I haven't seen a comment in a while. So, Bill, what's for dinner? Since you get to eat at home, congratulations. And it looks like Luke Weaver is coming in to pitch the 7th. And Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Let's see. Real Bill's got spaghetti. John is about to fix a burger. I think dinner for me tonight is going to be a taco salad. And Weaver sets and fires, and this pitch is hit to right field. Stanton is actually, Rosario is closing in on, and he makes the play for the first out. So Rosario is a defensive replacement for Stanton tonight. Michael A. Taylor is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the night. Came in to replace Vargas after his injury, and he had a strikeout in the 5th. And the pitch is on the way, and it is hammered foul. Count is 0-1. So what are the rest of y'all eating for dinner, or have you eaten for dinner? And the pitch is swung on and fouled off. Count is 0-2. Well, what'd you eat for dinner, Lenny? We got spaghetti and hamburger on the menu so far. Chicken quarters, that's always a good one. And Weaver sets and fires, and that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. So that is the second out of the inning. You just ate chicken by itself? And Nancy, my sister, had pizza as well as chicken cacciatore and a salad. That's a unique combination. Coming up to bat is Teal. He is 2 for 3 on the night, and the first pitch is a four-seamer up and out of the strike zone for call, strike one. A cherry protein smoothie. Okay. And Weaver sets and he fires, and the fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and string beans. Classic American dish. Can't go wrong with that. And Weaver sets and he fires, and the changeup is in there for call, strike two. Count is now 1-2. It looks like Leisure is warming up in the bullpen for the Sox. Weaver sets and fires and just misses off the plate. Count is now 2-2. So we're in the bottom of the seventh. There are nobody on, 2 outs. And Weaver sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. So that is the second strikeout of the inning for Weaver. So Weaver looked really sharp in a 1-2-3-7 as we head to the top of the eighth. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt, Ryan McMahon, and Anthony Volpe. And I want to say thank you for all of you that have taken time to come on the channel and listen to a little baseball. I appreciate your support. For those of you that have just joined, if you have not, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And Paul Goldschmidt is coming up to bat. Gonzalez fires a pitch up and into Goldie. Count is 1-0. A little bit of a brushback pitch there. Goldie is 0 for 3 on the night, ground out, fly out, and a strikeout. And the pitch is lined through the left side of the infield. So Goldie is going to have a leadoff single. And they are going to charge the third baseman with an error on that one. Coming up to bat is Ryan McMahon, and the first pitch is inside for ball one. McMahon is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 strikeouts and a pop-up. And Gonzalez sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. And Gonzalez sets, and this pitch is driven into right center field, and it is going to split the outfielders. And Goldschmidt is going to be held up at third. And that is a stand up double for Ryan McMahon. So the Yankees have runners at second and third with no outs. And it would be a nice thing to tack some more runs on. Coming up to bat is Anthony Volpe. He is 2 for 3 on the night with a single, a double, a run scored, and a stolen base. And the first pitch is inside to Volpe. Count is 1-0. See, Bill says Jerry Jones is having a press conference about trading Micah Parsons. And the pitch is fouled straight back. Count is 1-1. Carson wants to have his designated contract position changed. His contract states that he's a defensive end, but he wants to be a linebacker. What difference would that make, Bill? And the 0-1 is popped up, and that is going to make the stands. Count is now 1-2. And Gonzalez sets. And the pitch is hammered to center field. And Taylor drifts and makes the patch just short of the warning track. Goldschmidt is tagging and going to add a run. And McMahon tags and heads to third. So the lead is now 7-4. Volpe has a sacrifice fly. White Sox third baseman made a patented Torres Olay move. Get in front of the ball. And it looks like they are going to be changing pitchers out. So we will play our
Hit the
song.
road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
And Boozer will be coming up. Cam Boozer will be coming into place Weichman Gonzalez. Gonzalez was part of the Crochet trade. He was one of the top pitching prospects for the Nationals or for the Red Sox before he was traded to the White Sox. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And let's see, Parsons has filed a grievance with the NFL Players Association. He filed the grievance with the Players Association and the Cowboys, or against? That was a productive out. Situational hitting, situational hitting, situational hitting. Yankees do not need to score all the runs off the long ball. Been an advocate of that for years. And coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a sweeper that catches the top of the strike zone with a sweeper. Boozer was recalled from AAA today. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2. And Boozer sets. And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham hammers this one foul. Count is going to remain 0-2. And Boozer sets. And the pitch is on the way, and this is fouled off. Count is going to remain 0-2. The NFL draft declaration as terms for high-level draft picks. Usually it never comes up until the last year contracts. I believe Parsons was in the third year awaiting an extension. Okay, more understood. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And it looks like Devin Williams is warming up in the pen. And the pitch is on the way, and Grisham hits a bomb. This one is going, and gone. That is Grisham's 27th home run on the season. A two-run homer that brings the score to 9-4. That one left us bat at 104.2 miles an hour and traveled 391 feet. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. And the pitch is inside for ball one. And the pitch is all the way, and it is swung on by Rice. Hey, Joe, welcome back to the stream. Rice is 2 for 4 on the night with a pair of singles. And the pitch is fouled off. Count is now 1-2. And for those of you hopping in the stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees, the Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. That is Rice's third strikeout of the night. Well, now I feel confident with Devin Williams coming into the game. And the captain is up to bat, and the first pitch is on the way, and he swings over the top of the cutter. Count is 0-1. Captain is 1 for 2 on the night with 2 walks, a strikeout, and 2 runs scored. And the next pitch is a cutter that is swung on and missed. Count is now 0-2. And Boozer sets, and he pitches, and the pitch is down low. I don't know. I think he painted the bottom of the corner. I think Judge should have got rung up on that one. And the pitch is on the way, and the captain fouls the pitch off. Count is going to remain 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is popped up to the right side. Stockman is tracking it, and he's going to make the play for the third out of the inning, but not before the Yankees add 3 more runs. Sacrifice fly from Anthony Volpe and a 2-run bomb from Trent Grisham. As we head to the middle of the 8th, Sosa, Benintendi, and Cuero are coming up to bat. And for those of you that have not liked this stream, please like it and share it out. If you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. If you like play-by-plays and open panels, this may be the place that you want to be. And it looks like Devin Williams is going to be coming in to leave Luke Weaver. Programming notes. Immediately following to this game, head over to NY Yankee Mania with Joe for a post-game review. And tomorrow morning on the same mentioned channel, they will be holding their 8:30 morning show, coffee, bagels, and donuts. Good content. I recommend everyone going over and catching that stream. And tomorrow evening at this same bat channel and same bat time, we will be doing game 2 of the play-by-play. Look forward to calling another good game for y'all. Yeah, Devin Williams is throwing his last warm-up pitches. And Sosa is in there, and the first pitch is a 4-seamer that should have been called strike 1. But once again, more crappy umpiring. So the count is 1-0. Don't know what the hell this guy is looking at. Maybe we ought to make a sign for this guy that says, "I suck." And Weaver for Williams fires, and the next pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. And Williams sets and fires it. He paints the outside portion of the plate for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. Sosa is 1 for 2 on the night with a single and a walk. And Williams sets and fires, and the changeup is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is even at 2-2. So, Bill, does that mean that you're not going to have any more treatments at the hospital? And Williams sets and he fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. And that is another strikeout for Yankee pitching this evening. Coming up to bat is Anthony Benintendi, former Yankee farmhand. He singled in the third. He's 1 for 3 on the night. And Williams sets and fires, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. That was 95-mile-an-hour fastball, painting the top of the strike zone. Williams sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Another fastball. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is swung on and missed for the second strikeout of the inning. That is good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Andrew Benintendi. Go grab some bench, baby, because you are out of there. Cuellar is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch is another changeup that paints the inside corner and should be called a strike, but hence the umpire blows another call. Williams sets and fires and paints the top of the strike zone with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Call strike one. Count is 1-1. And Williams sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Is Williams going to strike out the side? And Williams sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is way out of the strike zone. Count is even at deuce. But in all actuality, this guy should already be on the bench with another K. And Williams sets. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. And Devin Williams is going to strike out the side. Coming up in the top of the ninth for our New York Yankees is going to be Cody Bellinger, Jose Caballero, and Jazz Chisholm. And we're going to go to the scoreboard. If you haven't heard, the Red Sox beat the Orioles 3-2 and sweep them in the 4-game set. Diamondbacks beat the Brewers 6-4 and split with them today. Astros get past the Rockies 4-3, and the Cardinals beat the Pirates 4-1. Giants beat the Cubs 4-3 and sweep them. The Phillies decimate the Braves 19-4. The Marlins beat the Mets 7-4. And in this game, the last game that is actually active, the Yankees are leading the White Sox 9-4. And the first pitch to Belly, actually, it's Steven Wilson is coming in to relieve Cam Boozer. And the first pitch paints the outside portion of the plate for call, strike one. Bellinger is 2 for 3 on the night with a home run and a double and a walk. And Wilson sets and fires, and this one is hammered into right field for a single. Stockman fields it and shoots it in quickly. That is Belly's third hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. Caballero is hitting 232 on the season, 4 home runs, 32 RBIs, and a 668 OPS. Caballero leads the American League in stolen bases. And Wilson sets, and he fires the four-seamer right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Nice 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And it looks like Mark Leiter Jr. is warming up at pin to bring up the ninth inning. And Wilson sets and fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner for call, strike two. Count is 0-2 on Cabby. And Wilson sets, and the pitcher steps off the mound. And it looks like there's a mound visit about to go on with Teal. That was a quick one. And Wilson sets. And the pitch is on the way. And it paints the outside corner for call, strike three. The Caballero is down on 3 pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. Jazz is 1 for 3 on the night with a home run, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. And Wilson sets, and the sweeper is down low for ball one. Count is 1-0. And Wilson sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the inside corner. Call is now, or the count is now 1-1. And Wilson sets, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is now 2-1. And Wilson sets. Pitch is on the way, and it paints the bottom of the strike zone. Count is now 2-2. Wilson sets and fires, and this pitch is hit into right field for a single. Bellinger is going to advance to third. So the Yankees have runners at first and third with one out. And Paul Goldschmidt is up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and it is hammered foul. Count is 0-1. Jazz was stealing on the play. Goldschmidt is 0 for 4 on the night, but he did reach on an error in the eighth inning. And Wilson sets. Jazz is on his way. And the pitch is a ball. Jazz steals the ball. They tried to deke Bellinger to come in at third. So that is Jazz's 24th stolen base of the season. Count is 1-1. And Wilson sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off to the right side. Count is 1-2. There are two Yankees that have not gotten into this hit parade. Big Giancarlo Stanton is one, and the other is Paul Goldschmidt. Time to get into the ranks, Paul. Time for a hit. And the pitch is on the way, and it is driven to right field. Tauchman sets. Bellinger tags, and he is going to score. So that is a sac fly for Goldie. And that brings the count to 10-4. Jazz tags and heads to third. So the Yankees now have a 10-4 lead. And Wilson sets, and the pitch is on the way. And it is, wow, should have been a strike, but it is called ball one. And Wilson sets, and the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. McMahon is 1 for 4 on the night with a double in the eighth and a run scored. And Wilson sets, and the pitch is a towering fly ball to left field. Benintendi is under it and makes the play for the third out, but not before the Yankees add another run to bring the lead to 10-4. Mark Leiter Jr. is coming into the game, and he is going to face Meade, Baldwin, and Nedroth. They're combined 0 for 7 tonight. Yeah, Lou, Jake was worried about nothing, but Jake worries all the time, so nothing new. If you have not hit the like button or shared the channel, please do so. And if you are not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. We are at 319 subscribers, 6 short of our 325 goal. Any support that you can provide to help us get there would be most appreciated. I want to thank everybody for taking time to listen to a little bit of baseball tonight here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. Your support is always appreciated. So after tonight, we have 3 more games here. Then we're off on Monday. Then we'll have 3 in Houston. And then the Blue Jays are coming to our house for 3 more. And lighter sets and fires, and the pitch is just a bit high. Count is 1-0. Mead is 0-3 on the night, 2 flyouts and a ground out. And lighter sets, and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is even at 1-1. And lighter sets, and the pitch paints the outside portion of the plate. Count is 1-2. And lighter sets, and he fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. Deuce, deuce. Where's the goose? And lighter sets and fires, and the pitch is hammered foul down the left field line. Count is going to remain deuce, deuce. And for those of you just hopping in the stream, if you could hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Your support is most appreciated. Lighter sets, and this pitch is a high fly ball to left field. Bellinger is camped under it, and that is the first out of the 9th inning. Coming up to bat is Mead. Mead is 0-4 on the night with Baldwin. Excuse me. Baldwin is 0-2 on the night with a base on balls. And the pitch is a beautiful curveball in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Lighter sets and fires, and this one is hammered foul. Count is 0-2. And lighter sets and fires, and the slider is up high. Count is 1-2. And lighter sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it bounces in the dirt. Count is even at deuce, deuce. And the pitch is on the way. The curveball is swung on and missed, and that is strike three. The second out of the game for the inning. Coming up to bat is Medroth. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Was hit by a pitch and a second and scored a run. Slider sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled down the third base line. Count is 0-1. And Leiter sets. And the pitch is on the way, and the ball is lined at Volpe, who makes the play to end the ball game. The Yankees take the game 10-4. The numbers are 10 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. The Sox have 4 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Immediately following this game, Joe with NY Yankee Mania is going to be holding a post-game review. I recommend hopping on there to listen to what he's got to say. Tomorrow morning on the same channel, they are going to have the morning show at 8:30. Bagels, coffee, bagels, and donuts. I recommend listening to that. And tomorrow evening on this channel, I will be calling the Game 2 play-by-play. We will have Carlos Rodon facing off against former Yankee Yoandris Gomez. This will be Rodon's first return to the White Sox stadium since leaving in free agency. I want to thank everyone for taking time to listen to a little bit of baseball this evening. I appreciate your support, and I will end on my traditional, let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny pages. Have a great evening.